Hello, welcome to the show's 5th season. I'm Albee Benitez,
And I'm Albee Benitez.
and this is Game Changer. In this episode of Game Changer, long-distance diagnosis and treatment through telemedicine. Cutting through long lines with a simple app. And to serve and protect via technology.
This portion is brought to you by
Remember when doctors used to make house calls? That's when doctors visit homes to look in on people too sick to move about. Here's great news. With the help of technology, house calls are back. In today's version, the doctor won't actually be making the house call. You would be calling the doctor. Confused? It's called telemedicine, where a room full of medical experts dispense long-distance diagnosis and treatment. And it's now in the Philippines. 40-year-old Cecil San Pedro used to suffer from sore hands and feet. They were so painful she couldn't do her normal routine at home or report to office for work. The pain was so much she couldn't even go to the hospital.
At that time, my feet were so painful because of sores that I can't walk. Then I remembered my HMO card in Telecare partnered with MedGate. So I got my phone and dialed the hotline of MedGate.
The doctor at the other end of the line instructed Cecil to send pictures of her hands and feet. Later, the doctor called in the diagnosis. It was a case of hand, foot, and mouth disease.
It was explained to me thoroughly, the medication, how will I take the medicine, up to how long, the treatment, and the treatment plan. After our conversation, the prescription and the treatment plan was emailed to me.
With telemedicine, a patient doesn't need to leave the house for a doctor's appointment. Using technology, remote diagnosis and treatment of patients are now possible.
It delivers consultations from doctors to patients via the telephone and internet. We saw the Philippines as a great opportunity for our business, both because mobile phone penetration is so high within the community here, and there's a large gap in the standards of medicine available to patients.
To avail of the service here, you have to become a member of a health maintenance organization or HMO. Doctors are available 24/7.
The benefits is that you get access to a doctor right now as soon as you're sick.
MedGate emphasizes that telemedicine does not intend to replace face-to-face consultation. It was intended to prevent long queues at clinics and hospitals, but doesn't cover emergency cases.
We have very rigorous procedures that our doctors follow. We have 16 years of data that the doctors use to manage the risk of delivering consultations over the phone.
MedGate, an international telemedicine service, prides itself of having made over 5 million teleconsultations for the past 16 years in 4 countries. In each country, they employ licensed medical professionals.
We instruct the patient how to do it, yung physical exam. Yun nga lang, we rely on what the patient tells us. Ngayon, kung ang iniisip naman ninyo, like yung mga may mass, bukol, pwede namin siguro i-request sa patient naman na magpa-ultrasound, CT scan, MRI.
Currently, MedGate diagnoses outpatient problems like coughs, colds, headaches, fevers, and chest and abnormal pains. When doctors feel that a case needs face-to-face consultation, they immediately refer the patient to emergency care.
Pag emergency case, talagang hindi na kami magsasayang pa ng oras. I-refer namin sa emergency room, nearest you. Madaming makikinabang dito kasi with 7,000 or so islands, hindi naman marireach lahat ng mga doctors.
Telemedicine has been around for more than 20 years. It all started in the early days of space exploration when the astronauts' health needed to be monitored. NASA built telemedicine technology into spacecraft and spacesuits to check the astronauts' vital signs.
Formally sa ating bansa, ang UP Manila ang unang-una dyan noong 1998 sa leadership ni Dr. Perla Santos Ocampo. Isa siyang batikang pediatrician. Noon pa nakita na nila ang potential ng communications technology para magbigay tayo ng health services.
For many, convenience is the main reason why people prefer telemedicine consultation. When Kimberly Agape's fever lasted for a week, the doctor instructed her to undergo blood tests for evaluation.
Tumawag na ako sa doctor, and then nung nakuha ko na yung request, pinicturean ko yung request ko at sinend sa doctor ko. With that, nalaman nila yung result ng laboratory ko. And then they found out na yun nga may dengue ako. And then they recommended me some like foods to eat, kung ano yung dapat gawin, yung mga gamot.
Patients can also have their medicine delivered for a minimal fee. A minimum purchase of medicine worth 200 pesos has a 50 peso delivery charge. But for every technology, there would always be a limitation.
Limitado lang kung anong alam mo sa nangyayari sa iyong katawan. Kung may pagdududa yung kausap mo sa kabilang linya at kailangan na dapat ka pa rin matingnan, mapupunta ka pa rin sa ganong sitwasyon na ikaw ay dapat magpakita sa isang health facility.
Managing data traffic in a country with one of the slowest internet speeds is a daunting challenge. But even with a slow internet speed, getting access to specialists at one's convenience is still way better than having to endure the traffic and the long queues to see a doctor. Long-distance consultations, prescriptions by remote, medicine by delivery. These are the conveniences afforded us by technology today. Of course, nothing compares with face-to-face personal diagnosis. But with the country's shortage of doctors, we'll take what we can.
This portion was brought to you by
Midas Hotel and Casino, a contemporary, design-led lifestyle hotel in the majestic hub of Manila with fabulous views of sunset on the bay. Midas offers designer amenities and guest rooms and suites, supreme restaurant options for sumptuous enjoyment, event studios for corporate meetings and vows, and a casino with world-class gaming. Here at Midas, we make days into moments. Sparkling creativity, it's stylemanship by Midas.